much, Garryhinch, and I too would like to register my concern and support my colleague here, Senator Tony Mulcahy, with what was really the outrageous attempt again by a cabinet minister to sort of undermine and to the Senate. And I'd like to put this on the government on notice. If this government intends to run its full term, it should start respecting the Senate and the senators here, because it's an absurdity to repeat a non-truth again to suggest that the Senate costs 20 million per annum and that 100 million can be saved in a full term, when it's been categorically put on the record here, Garryhinch, that in the annual accounts of the House of Directors Commission, the direct cost of running the Shannon are 8.8 million. It's not a small sum, but nonetheless it's nowhere near the monies that the government are banding around. And I think it's absolutely outrageous to suggest that this money would be diverted to people with disabilities. And if that's the lame campaign that this government is going to put forward to abolish the Shannon, it should be ashamed of itself if it hasn't got any stronger arguments to put forward than that. And it is presumptuous. It is presumptuous. It is presumptuous in the extreme to start appointing a director of elections and to start moving to prepare for a referendum when the bill and the legislation hasn't even completed its passage through the Shannon, much less been passed by the President. And look, if Minister Bruton wants something to occupy himself between now and the autumn, I can tell him what he can put his attention to. The Midlands and Leinster and Dublin are on the verge of a drought. They're about to run out of water. And we have had in recent times the announcement of extensions to Intel, Pfizer and the Kerry Group, all which rely on a safe, secure, sustainable supply of quality water. That won't happen and won't continue into the future for commerce, for industry, for agriculture and for householders unless this government expedites the construction of the Garryhinch Reservoir and Water Project without any further delay. And I'd like to call on the leader to facilitate us with the Minister for New Era, Fergus Dowd, who's a constructive minister, to come in here and explain to us at what stage is the priority with Irish Water to construct this reservoir, because the government seems preoccupied. Just a final point, I agree that the government is preoccupied with water charges and water meters for water that it doesn't have. It must build the Garryhinch Reservoir, and government ministers should stop spreading untruths about the Senate. Thank you.